Loaf, you need to get up. You need to do the raw loaf, broski.
No, I'm too busy.
Everybody's waiting.
School, adrenaline unleashed. Just been too busy.
Team Starlow's waiting. Craftmaster's waiting.
Homework.
Juice Scott is waiting.
Projects.
And Zano's waiting.
Oh.
AJ Lee is waiting.
Oh.
Everybody's waiting.
I just have not had the time.
But Loaf, you have...
Okay!
Raw opens up with Garrett Bischoff being told by Paul Heyman and CM Punk that he needs to resign. He apologizes for messing up last week, but he doesn't resign. And you all know how many boners I have for AJ. And on Facebook the other day, somebody commented on one of my posts like, what is the boner meter? I said the max boners is 69 billion. I don't know how many of y'all been watching for a while, but when Trish Stratus would I don't know what it was about that woman getting hot, fired up. I was like, oh my god. Honestly, I don't know what it was. I think it's the fact that AJ was wearing that short skirt and that attitude she brought. Oh, she came out strong. Boy, how did she just reach a new level of boners? I'm talking 69 trillion boners for AJ. All in all though, I miss crazy AJ. And I was really hoping that when the show came back, a lot of things would change, and a lot of things have not changed. Paul Heyman makes the gesture that he and AJ should get married. He claims he likes his women young, dumb, uninhibited, and ambitious. But he left out the most important thing. She's gotta have a lot of that dollar bills. There's a little promo backstage where AJ is chewing out Garrett Bischoff. And I loved it because the crowd was woo! You know, I'm not totally against them using Twitter for things, but these feuds over Twitter are getting a little bit... face our truth. So the first match of the night is Ziggler versus Kofi, and boy howdy, let me tell you, this match had me on the edge of my seat. I'm glad I'm smiling after the first match, because I was kind of worried that when the Raw Loaf came back, I'd get some crummy match and I have to be like, oh my god, I have to make fun of this match now. But this match was amazing. Does anybody really care what Chris Angel's tweeting about Raw? Does anybody care what Charlie Sheen's tweeting? You got these celebrities. I don't know exactly how they're picked. I don't know if all of these celebrity ambassadors are actually fans of pro wrestling. What I do know is I really don't care what they're thinking. If they were really as big of fans, I guess, as to be a celebrity ambassador for the show, couldn't they at least show up? Any of the wrestling fans that I'm following on Twitter, honestly, would be so much more entertaining and worthwhile. I just don't get it. Why do these celebrities get this opportunity when there are real fans out there that I would, if they said, hey, the host of the Raw Loaf, you can come be celebrity ambassador. Alright, can I show up? Sure, but we're not paying. You don't have to pay for my ticket. I'm a fan. Okay, maybe people don't care what I think, but I'm sure more people care what I think about what's happening on Raw than Chris Angel. Or as Carrot Top would put it, Carrot Top ruined Chris Angel for me, or he made him awesome for me. Chris Angel tweeted, why don't they just leave Lil Jimmy alone? And because of Carrot Top, the way I heard it, why don't they just leave Lil Jimmy alone? I like magic. This match was exciting. Reversals, high flying, reversals, high flying, ended by a zigzag for Dolph Ziggler for the win. And then we get another skit from Kane and Daniel Bryan. Since nobody wanted me to continue Loaf and Kane, I took it upon myself to write a letter to the WWE, and I showed them the clip and said, look, you need to do something with Kane and he's buddy-buddy with somebody, because that would be a great comedy. That was a complete lie. But look how well it's working. All I have to do is smile. I can't think of words to say. And is it just me, or is WWE getting lazy and can't think for themselves? Because they sure do ask us a lot to do things for them. What should we call Daniel Bryan and Kane? What kind of match should this be? Soon, you know, they'll be asking, where should we have Raw next week? Millions of dollars! So next up was a tag team match between the millions of dollars of Titus O'Neil and Darren Young facing off against Santino Marella and Zack Ryder. But this match was so short, I barely had time to put the shirt together and the match was over. It almost took longer for Titus O'Neil to climb up on top of Santino to pin him, which was really awkward, but millions of dollars won. Millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars. They should go right here, right? Hey,
sexy.
Next up, we have a pretty captivating promo between Mick Foley and CM Punk. Mick Foley was standing very patiently in the ring while CM Punk was probably calling some guy a vagina. What's up with everybody tonight using words that are beyond my comprehension? I'm not the smartest man, but I'm not the dumbest man, but a lot of these words are like way over my head. I think CM Punk said agilitacious? Jim Ross has said pugnacious? I don't know what enigmatic means. Like, what? Am I getting dumber? Or are they trying to make me feel dumb? And holy dude love Cactus Jack, Mankind, Mick Foley sending chills up the back of my spine. This is exactly how I feel about Ryback. I'm sorry, but there's absolutely nothing about the man that I appreciate. Maybe I'm bad, I don't know, but to me personally, that was a legit yawn. During this match, there was a fan interference. There's probably somebody in there that said, oh my god, I gotta save this! Ryback! Ryback is ruining this! I guess Ryback won, of course, because whatever. He beats the Intercontinental Champion and whatever. Because it's Ryback. You're done! Good day! They showed another bit between Kane and Daniel Bryan, and I'm gonna put that at the top of my favorites for the year. The bit itself was amazing, but it ended with Mae Young, and that woman is amazing for everything she's done. So we come back from commercial break, and it appears that AJ has gotten in the middle of a fatal four-way between 4 referees. I probably would pay to see that. So after the refs leave to get some probably much needed testing done after their little incident they just had, Roberto Rodriguez, Alberto Del Rio, and Botunga all come in to talk to AJ. And Juice God's probably looking at this thinking, oh my god, that's the best thing ever, period. When it was announced that they would be in a triple man tag team match tonight, and Ricardo freaked out. He just ripped off his neck brace, started yelling, "Three amigos, adios!" Ricardo Rodriguez needs to get paid more. Next up, we have Wade Barrett versus Tyson Kidd. The Barrett barrage continues, and he knocks out Kidd with the souvenir and what JR called a slam. But a slam, JR. How dare you pull out words like pugnacious and I don't even remember the other word. It's not ergonomic. I know what ergonomic means, but economic, not, I don't know. Whatever, and then you just come out with slam. Shave your face! I hope some of you at least got that reference. And right now I'm thinking maybe I don't want to shave my face, because I've been thinking about it lately, but Wade Barrett rocks that beard pretty well. Pretty handsome with that beard, that man. So Lawler made a live appearance from Memphis tonight, and it's really awesome to see he's recovering actually very well. The only thing I want to say here is how some random people in the audience get selected to be put on national television. After the interview between Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler, they were cutting to people in the crowd. One guy had a shirt that said, "Long live the king," and there was another guy with a sign that said that. And then they had some woman just like sitting there like... And yes, she was a pretty lady. And sometimes I fancy myself as a pretty man. But I never get to be on television because of that. There's never just dudes that are just sitting there that get to be put on TV. They talk about be a star, fighting bullying, but holy sexism? Next up is the triple threat match between Botunga, Ricardo Rodriguez, Alberto Del Rio. I don't know who they're facing. Sin Cara, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio. Hey! I remembered. All I know is that either if somebody doesn't do it soon, I might have a new drive to actually try to become a professional wrestler because I want to be the biggest heel ever. Whatever my accessory is going to be, I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but when I come out to the ring and I act all rough and tough, I'm gonna like give it, not like Rey Mysterio, not like Bret Hart, not like John Morrison or whoever gives up their glasses or their mask or whatever to children. I'm gonna give my stuff to like whatever dude is cheering me on. And then after he gives it to him, just point at the kids and laugh. Could you imagine? I just want to say I think Michael Cole needs to go heel. I understand why he probably isn't right now, but I don't feel like a coal miner anymore. Now during this match, did you see that one time when Ricardo Rodriguez did about 90% of one of Sin Cara's moves? And I really did like Rey Mysterio's little rolling off of Alberto Del Rio and hopping up and rolling into a dropkick. But what? Sheamus? I don't know if I just didn't see it right, but when Sheamus tried to bro kick Otunga, but Otunga was like way out of reach. Was that just me? I don't know, and I hope it wasn't, because whoa! And the match ended with a swanton bomb from Sin Cara that looked, it was hopped, okay, oh, hold up. Sheamus tagged him in, he hopped up to the top rope and swanton onto Ricardo Rodriguez, which, I really wish this would have happened though. He's talking about Ricardo Rodriguez. And we get another skit from Daniel Bryan and Kane. And this is why I love wrestling fans, because if you were listening, you heard that one guy in the crowd go, "That's a spicy meatball." I'm not happy with WWE right now because that burp that they gave Kane, that was not very well done. You need to slow your roll, and you can send me an email saying, you can do our sound production for us, because obviously the sound we chose for that was not a good sound. And we're sorry, because you got an A- on your final project for your digital audio class, and you obviously deserve to be working here. I look forward to getting that email from you. And holy sexual innuendo, Batman. Okay, yeah, Daniel Bryan was throwing up, but then he went into the doctor's lap and just stayed there. When I throw up, it's not because apparently this last Thursday night I was and I normally don't vote for these raw active things, but Team Friendship all the way. Apparently Team Friendship's not good enough, which is bull snap. But then a better tag team name came out in the form of Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow, who are now known as the Rhodes Scholars. Nice. So I'm wondering, when anybody else sees the back of Daniel Bryan's shirt and they see "Stop it," do they hear this?
Stop it!
Yes!
Stop it!
No!
Stop it!
Team Friendship!
Stop it!
Yes, Locke!
Stop it!
I love being a vegan!
Stop it!
I don't own a television!
Stop it!
Sex with Mae Young is great!
Stop it!
I love Dr. Shelby!
Stop it!
Kane is a great waiter!
Stop it!
Gerald is a great waiter!
Stop it!
I'm going home to Aberdeen, Washington!
Stop it!
Take me, Kane!
Stop it!
I am the tag team champions!
Stop it!
Yes!
Stop it!
Yes!
Stop it!
Yes!
Stop it!
No!
Stop it!
No!
Stop it!
No!
Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it!
And then we had a tag team divas match between
Stop it.
Alicia Fox and Layla versus Eve and Beth Phoenix. Eve wins the match by hitting a swinging net breaker onto Alicia Fox. Caitlyn comes out and decides to be Nancy Drew and tells us that her assailant last week, or Night of Champions, was a blonde. Eve pretends to be mad at Beth Phoenix and hits the swinging net breaker on Beth Phoenix. Oh, did anybody see MH on Raw talking to John Cena? Yeah? Yeah? Next up we have Funkasaurus versus Tenzai. While Cameron and Naomi were dancing, JR said, "I have no issues with Cameron or Naomi," or something like that, to that extent. And I was thinking to myself, I kind of have an issue with somebody who tries to bribe a cop with $10,000. And then the Big Show came out and just punched Tenzai and Funkasaurus, just because he can, I guess was the explanation. The last segment featured John Cena and CM Punk and Paul Heyman, and it wasn't a very great end to the show, and it looked like when Cena hit Punk with the pipe, you didn't hit him at all. But there's one thing somebody has to say.
You can't pick up the mic after you drop it. That's so lame.
Finally, Ryback did something that I actually approved of. Punk ran into Mick Foley backstage. Punk passed him and went to attack him, and then there was Ryback, and it was a stare down. I just had a dollar bill stuck to my foot. So as a great segue, I want to thank you again for watching the episode number 20 of the Raw Loaf. I know this wasn't as great as probably as everybody wanted it to be, because I know it wasn't for me, but what are you gonna do when you get really busy? But if you want, you can like it, even dislike it, because those are much more dependable than those views. I haven't done this in so long. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because every week from now on, unless unforeseen circumstances come up, this will be happening every week. I hope you all just keep watching the show, because I miss doing it. That's why tonight I was a little off. And tweet the show. How do I forget that?